Y'all don't find it weird that the president of the United States, Donald Trump, just said that this Christmas that we just had is the last Christmas that we will ever have?
Did Aleister Crowley open an interdimensional portal and trigger a mass influx of UFOs into our realm?
What percentage are you at in terms of believing that we are currently living in a simulation?
Very close to certainty.
SpongeBob was created to entertain all of the kids that Jeffrey Epstein took to his island.
No.
3D thing. I can't get my... Here it is. Look at this. That's weird.
Let's freaking go, y'all. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Unreal Reality. Today, we'll be reacting to creepy and mysterious videos that'll make you question everything. If anyone's new out there, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button so this video gets recommended to others. And with that out of the way, let's jump right into it.
So every year we get these Economist covers to start off the new year. And just like the year before, we must dissect it. Now to me, just to me, these always look like a warning cover. And as always, it does not look like a normal map to me. It looked like a map of pressure. So the first thing I noticed when I look, I see the 250 with the birthday cake. So I'm thinking like, this must be America's celebration year or some shit. Then I start looking what's around it. You got missiles, you got tanks, you got money signs, you got syringes, and you got satellites. Then right here, you look like you got a fist breaking out of handcuffs with the flag behind it. To me, that screams breaking free for freedom or control of freedom, if that makes sense. So essentially, people either rise up or the system tightens the rules and they call it safety. Then I start thinking, why are there pills and syringes on this thing all over? Because y'all notice, every time health gets involved, policies change quick. Not saying fake anything, I'm saying crises become leverage. Then the money sign, the dollars, the coins. This is a slow squeeze, not just one giant crash. I'm talking about rent going up, food going up, everything. And you're just told to adapt. And I know y'all see the sword right here. Then it looked like you got the market or something behind it. What could that signify? Could it signify a war, conflict over money, the stock? I don't know. Then you got the controller connected to the brain. So in hindsight, you could be like, oh, they're controlling us through the game. Or what if they're saying they treat us as a game? And I know y'all see the robots right here. Could this signify that AI is finna take over? You see them, it's working. That's the next step. We all know it. You see right here, you got the ice melting. Are they saying that the world is warming up and that we're gonna see more ice melt? Who knows? It's other little things that I just don't get yet. Like this shit, the boat. I don't know who the hell this man is. He look like a maintenance man. Is that the president of China? And who are these people right here? We already know who this is. That's Trump. And before somebody say, why are you bringing this up again? Obviously because patterns matter. And repeating it keeps people comparing notes. If it's nothing, that's cool. But if it's something, the only defense is to get people talking. But while y'all look at this cover, y'all let me know down below in the comments. What symbol sticks out to y'all the loudest?
Ah, yes, the annual Everything is Fine coloring book. Because nothing screams optimism quite like syringes, swords, and collapsing charts.
SpongeBob was created to entertain all of the kids that Jeffrey Epstein took to his island.
No.
As entertainment for the kids. Think about it. Who lives in a manor under the sea, front, and he goes, are you ready, kids? That's the first thing they say. And they show one island on the water. And it's SpongeBob.
Oh.
And there's so many callbacks to what? Jeffrey Epstein's island. The Nickelodeon symbol is literally the island as well.
Oh yeah, we talked about
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Holy smoke. I didn't know about
Why'd
that.
you go to
one.
that island?
Stop it.
Why'd you go to the island? You know that song?
Yeah, stop. Is that a Gunna song?
No, it's Kanye.
Oh.
It's like, it's HH, I think.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know that one.
Oh, no. Is it? Let me check it out real
I
quick.
thought it was Private Island by Gunna, man.
No, it's Kanye's like controversial song, I think.
Let me see.
It's World War III.
Oh, World War.
Here. Go to the island.
That's actually a song.
Why would you go to the island?
Yo, anybody, your favorite celebrity is probably on that island, fam.
I bet SpongeBob's out there right now filing a defamation lawsuit. Guys, when every logo turns into a map, it might be time to log off.
NASA, space, aliens, gravity. Let's talk about my second favorite topic, So I saw this yesterday and this morning, and I actually thought it was pretty interesting. It randomly came up on my For You page. So it says, on August 12th, 2026, so this coming August, the world will lose gravity for 7 seconds, NASA knows. They are preparing but won't let us know why. So according to the article that I read attached to that, it's saying that this is some project called Project Anchor that NASA has an $89 billion budget for. And the plan is to see if Earth can survive losing gravity. How they're going to do this, why they're going to do this, none of this the article talked about. You guys kind of know, if you've been following me for a minute, how I feel about NASA, and we can just go ahead and reference the moonwalk on that one. Do I think they do some good things? For sure. Do I think they waste money? Absolutely. It's not really giving us any information, and now they're labeling it like the conspiracy theorists are talking about this. So my question to you guys, especially people that follow it a little more than I do we know what this is? Is it true? Is it gonna happen? Somebody explain it to me. Or is this just some more internet hype? But they're claiming it has something to do with that black hole or whatever that is. There's better terms that I don't know. And that's what's gonna cause us to lose the gravity for 7 seconds. Doesn't seem like a long time, but think about a 7-second earthquake at a 9.0. What do we think about this? Conspiracy or something that NASA's probably really doing?
Cool, so we're just casually turning off gravity like it's a light switch. I'll go on and take things that will never happen for 500, Alex.
Y'all don't find it weird that the president of the United States, Donald Trump, just said that this Christmas that we just had is the last Christmas that we will ever have? Y'all don't find that strange?
Folks, enjoy what may be your last Christmas.
It's the fact that he can just say that out loud and no one is raising questions on what he means by this being our last Christmas. But with the things that are going on in this world, with the fact that we have just went into a war with Iran once again to help Israel. It's always Israel. I just don't understand. The writing's on the wall on what they are trying to do. Also, there was some video when somebody asked their Alexa how many days until next Christmas, and then Alexa was just like, there won't be a next Christmas. And so it's just ironic that he's saying that there will not be a Christmas ever again. This may be our last Christmas. Is he saying that we're going to go to war? Is he saying that things are about to change dramatically for us? Is it this big spiritual thing that's going to happen? Is the world going to end in 2026? The calendar seems like it could be. I mean, if you take Bible prophecy and stuff like that, what exactly does he know that we do not know is my question. And why aren't people raising a big concern? It seems like when somebody says something out loud in plain sight, everyone tends to ignore it and laugh at it. But this should be very concerning for you guys, especially because this has been the least felt like Christmas ever in 2025. It did not feel like Christmas in so many different ways. Let's start with the weather. What is going on with the weather? You get what I'm saying? And so something's up with this guy, and y'all gotta at some point call him out. Like, cause what are we doing?
No worries, guys. Just a bunch of out of context audio doing what it does best here. And P.S., if your Alexa becomes a prophet, unplug her.
Did Aleister Crowley open an interdimensional portal and trigger a mass influx of UFOs into our realm? In 1918, Aleister Crowley performed a series of magic and trance induction rituals in New York City, known as the Alamantra working, which was intended to open an interdimensional gateway and establish contact with a non-human intelligence. Crowley believed that these workings would allow him to communicate with what he called, quote, praetor-human entities, which were beings that existed outside the physical plane and that could transmit knowledge or guidance. The operation was structured similarly to his earlier Abramelin attempts, which included long periods of invocation, trance, visualization, and automatic writing, designed to loosen psychic boundaries. During this series of rituals, Crowley claimed to make contact with an entity he later named Lamb, an intelligence he believed belonged to a class of beings that were neither demonic nor angelic, but something, quote, other. The famous sketch of Lamb drawn by Crowley shows a bulbous-headed, large-eyed figure with an elongated cranium, eerily similar to what would later become known as the, quote, gray alien archetype. Decades before the UFO phenomenon entered popular culture, Lamb is viewed by many as a gateway to the void, linked to the star Sirius. When Parsons and Hubbard performed performed the Babylon working in 1946 to manifest the archetypal Scarlet Woman, it had the side effect of tearing open Crowley's earlier gateway even wider. Some researchers argue that the sudden explosion of UFO sightings that occurred shortly after Crowley's ritual was a direct result of the dimensional portal he opened. Kenneth Grant believed Lamb was part of a current of energies connecting Thelema with older pre-human forces, and that working with Lamb involved expanding human consciousness beyond its conventional perceptual limits.
Imagine meeting an interdimensional being and naming it Lamb. Guys, this is what happens when history class takes a hard left to fan fiction.
Y'all remember Beetlejuice? It turns out he was playing everybody. He just came out and said what nobody wanted to believe. He just let us know that he was just playing a character, y'all. A character. He is not slow. He is not clueless. In fact, he realized that people wanted a character. And so he gave people a character and he capitalized off of this. And now he is deciding to retire because he is 57 years old and he's made enough money to retire, y'all. What is this world, y'all? This is crazy.
I'm Beetlejuice, and yeah, I've seen it all. They called me names, laughed at how I looked, how I talked, said I was dumb, said I was a clown, but I always knew the truth. You think I didn't know the number between 2 and 4? Please. I knew, I just didn't say it. I played the fool because that's what people wanted. I gave them something to laugh at, something to remember, and in return, I made a living, I made a legacy. That's a good deal, if you ask me. I gave people joy in a world that's hard and cold. They saw me and forgot they paid for a moment. That means something. But now, I am a 57-year-old man. I'm tired. I've played the game long enough. The spotlight doesn't warm me like it used to. These days, I dream of quiet, no cameras, no scripts, no noise, just peace. I don't regret a second. I live strange, I live loud, I live real. But now, I just want to be less degree. No makeup, no character, just me. And for once, that's enough.
I am completely baffled, y'all. I don't know what to say. He always knew the answer to 2 + 2. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, this age of Aquarius is moving so fast. We're going to get ready to find out some things that a lot of people are not ready to find out. But did any of you guys know this? And I am not surprised at all, man. But let me know what you guys think about this video, y'all. The shift is here. Let's get it. Peace in.
Yeah, I don't know. I must be tripping because I had this man filed under legendary and deceased. I had no idea that Beetlejuice was still alive.
Did you guys see the video of the man that bought that house in Japan for $69? And people are in the comments, like Japanese people. That's a yokai house. So naturally, I do my research. So a yokai house is where supernatural beings live. So he bought a haunted house. And this guy's in the comments like, people are saying that's a yokai house. He's like, hopefully. When this guy walked in the house, there were still belongings in there. Like people had fled. There was like chairs. There was stuff in drawers still. There were family photos. And other people in the comment sections were like, well, it's an abandoned house. Why was it abandoned? But then I heard that that happens in Japan, which is really sad. Like people have to abandon their homes and then you can't go back for your home. And I have to do more research on that. I don't want to be disrespectful in any way. But the yokai can come to life. So what if like those chairs in this guy's new living room, what if those come to life?
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. $69 for a house in today's economy? Shit, me and Casper will learn to get along.
Did you astral project?
Oh yeah, it's a contract with the demon. So when I astral project, I'm being guided and led by a demon that I have a contract with to astral project. And it was a coincidence that I astral projected to a neighborhood, and when I was coming down to the neighborhood to curse, there was these funny looking people. They were in a circle, holding hands. They had like, I know they were Christian because they were dressed with ugly clothes. So they were like holding hands and praying in the spirit. So I was not able to curse that neighborhood because they would chase me out. Probably in my 25 years devil worshiping, I actually projected about probably like 15 years. And I lost 2 battles to those Christians that I had to come back into my body and go back another day. Because they had fire. They know how to pray. They know how to face things in the demonic in the spirit. That couldn't touch that neighborhood because the astral projecting was basically to reinforce what was already there. And when people astral project, and the prayers of the righteous know how to separate the demon from the person. And the danger for the person is that they might not return back to their body.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. This is giving off like spiritual scam vibes, if you ask me. Does anyone else buy in this? If you guys believe in this, I would love to know. Let me know down below.
This right here should scare the crap out of you for so many reasons. So you know how every single year that goes by, it seems like more and more and more of your friends are unable to have a baby for some reason? Well, this right here is the fertility rate in 2005. As you see, it's pretty good. Not as good as the 90s, of course, but pretty good, right? Well, this is 2021. What in the world happened? And it's no surprise that New York and California are some of the lowest on this list, by the way. A decline in fertility that quick shows a decline of our overall health. For instance, even cancer has doubled in the last 40 years. I thought these people were supposed to be making us better. There are many things we can point a finger at, but one of the big things is the runoff of SI antidepressants. Check this out. Shrimp on Prozac are unaliving themselves. The runoff with all these antidepressants in it are literally in every body of water right now, affecting fish and obviously the humans who eat the fish. In this article, they're basically saying, without saying, that SSRIs basically mimic the female when they're breastfeeding, basically blocking that ability to become pregnant. Have those babies while you can, another 15 years based on this, and you won't even have a shot.
Apparently, your seafood has more mood swings than you. Nothing says fertility crisis quite like antidepressant-fed shellfish.
This is the photo of the girl who was turned into a human bodysuit. Yeah, they skinned her. There are real photos of the crime on the internet. I can't show them to you, obviously, but you can Google them. It was a 23-year-old college student who was struggling with depression. She ended up being sent to a psychiatric clinic on November 12th, 1998, but ended up going missing instead. Her mother reported her missing to the authorities, and they told her to wait. And if they didn't wait, she might still be with us. And then in January 1999, a couple months later, a tugboat crew found human skin and her leg floating in the water. And initially, people thought this was an accident, but like, how does that become an accident? Like, when you see the photos, that was no accident. But then they kind of realized, oh, someone deliberately removed all of her skin and fashioned it into a bodysuit. Very unfortunately, the case went cold for a really long time. And then in 2014 to 2017, there was a lead. Notice the psychological profile of this guy named Robert J. He had really disturbing tendencies. He worked at a zoology institute where he killed the rabbits with no explanation, and he fit the profile of the perpetrator. But there's no real evidence that says that he did this crime, so they ended up letting him go. Unfortunately, justice has not been served for her yet. Her killer has not been found. And if you want to see the crime scene photos, just Google Katarzyna crime, because they're too disturbing to show here.
Dang, imagine checking into the psych ward and then immediately checking out as someone's jacket. This is not true crime, guys. This is nightmare fuel.
First of all, that vote is fake as f***. That's not a real vote. That's not a real vote. They give it to who they want to give it to.
The video you just watched shows Eminem saying that the Grammys are rigged, and honestly, I think he's right. Haven't you noticed? Every single year, the same person keeps winning awards, and that person is Beyonce. Yeah, look at this.
We are witnessing history tonight. Breaking the record for the most Grammy wins of all time.
What's even worse is that other celebrities keep thanking her during their acceptance speeches, like they're obligated to thank her or else they wouldn't get their trophy. That alone shows how powerful the Jay-Z and Beyonce couple really is. There was even that moment when Rihanna said she was going to give her first Grammy to her father to show him how successful she'd become, and Jay-Z said this right in front of everyone.
Dad, I know I promised you I'm gonna give you my first Grammy. I have to fight for this one.
She said she wanted to thank everybody for her first Grammy.
I don't even need to explain it. Just look at his face. He's the only one not laughing at all, like Rihanna's Grammy already belonged to him since she was signed to Jay-Z's label. And Rihanna immediately felt the tension and thanked him.
Anyway, I'd like to thank Jay-Z for being a part of this record with me.
She like to thank Jigga Man for being the greatest in the world.
This kind of situation has happened many times at the Grammys, and every time it's Beyonce or Jay-Z who's involved. So the question is the Eminem video I showed you at the beginning proof of all this? Or are these just coincidences that keep happening year after year? But wait, Eminem isn't the only one saying this.
When he signed that contract, the marriage contract, he got trophies. He started getting Grammys left and right, man.
The kids even have Grammys. Like they don't sing yet. They don't sing. Right. They don't rap yet.
Yeah, so I guess talent is optional and connections are mandatory. Welcome to the Grammys, where bloodlines beat out actual beats.
Prince, William Shatner, Puff Daddy, and Mick Jagger on the same stage. That is the sign of the apocalypse. Thank you. Thank you. That is the end of the world as we know it.
The enemy will always camouflage truth in jest. This is a perfect example of it. I mean, look at all the stuff that's come out about that said person that they're talking about, and look how they're trying to laugh it off and make a joke about it in this video. Very serious incidents that have ruined and destroyed victims' and families' lives. These guys are agents that work for the enemy and are not to be trusted. None of them. They all know what goes on, and they all know to keep it because they don't want anyone coming and taking away their slice of that putrid pie. So when gazing into worldly affairs, just remember there's only one person you can trust, and that's God.
The fish suddenly started slamming itself against the glass. After a fishing trip, a man brought it home and put it into a tank. Within seconds, it began acting aggressively. It charged the sides, thrashed through the water, refusing to calm down. At first, he didn't take it seriously. He laughed, filmed it, and even started taunting the fish. But the slamming didn't stop. The fish kept throwing its body into the glass hard enough to make the tank shake. That's when everything changed. He backed away, his voice shaking, and eventually started crying on camera. He said he'd never seen a fish behave like that and knew something was seriously wrong. After the video spread online, the comments turned dark. Some people claimed the fish wasn't just aggressive, they said it was a skinwalker. So what do you think? Just a stressed animal or something else entirely?
You know what I'd like, guys? I want to see someone stick Mr. Tears over here in a tank and see how much he likes it. The fish isn't a skinwalker. He's severely pissed off.
This is pretty bizarre. I don't know who has seen this or not, but at the most recent UFC fight during the pre-show, on the Vegas Sphere, they ran some pretty questionable wording and they did it at lightning speed, almost like subliminal messaging. So I'm going to play it at normal speed. I'm going to play just a clip of it and then we'll slow it down and really see what they have to say.
Investing with the UFC PI in Mexico, he sees what they do, how they show up, how they support their fans. So it's amazing to me to see the growth of the sport. The Mexican fighters are here. The Mexican-born fighters are...
And slowed. They're pretty obvious. Like right here.
Wild.
You know, the people that would say it's just words. It's not just words. Why would you put those things in there? Everything has meaning, and everything in this world right now is trying to just detour us off the path of God and get us away. Even this stuff, even the subliminal stuff. Right here. All
Wow.
intentional. Pretty sad world.
Ah, yes. Welcome to Las Vegas. Come for the fights and stay for the ominous messages.
What percentage are you at in terms of believing that we are currently living in a simulation?
Very close to certainty.
And what does that mean for the nature of your life? If you're close to 100% certain that we are currently living in a simulation, does that change anything in your life?
So all the things you care about are still the same. Pain still hurts, love still love, right? Like those things are not different, so it doesn't matter. They're still important. That's what matters. The little 1% different is that I care about what's outside the simulation. I want to learn about it. I write papers about it. So that's the only impact.
Right. 100% certainty. No evidence, no proof, no nothing. Just trust me, bro.
That's like a 3D thing. I can't get my... Here it is. Look at this. That's weird. So weird. God, it's creepy. It's like 3D.
Shocking news. A 42-year-old mechanic escaped from a hospital in the northern United States in a state of panic, shouting, "They want to take my organs." At first, police believed he was delirious after a minor accident, but 2 hours later, a raid changed everything. The man, Mark Delcourt, was admitted for a minor injury, but his file had been altered to irrecoverable, and he was moved to a technical/maintenance wing. The doors were locked. The cameras were turned away. Mark heard two people whispering, "No family, we start tonight." In panic, he ripped out his IV, crawled into a ventilation duct, and escaped. Police thought he was still panicking, but Mark insisted there are more people alive in there. At 0047, a special tactical unit raided the basement. They found 4 patients strapped down, one lying on a table next to a tray of surgical tools stained with dried blood. Behind a false wall, they discovered a secret room containing 6 unregistered medical refrigerators and 28 files marked with a red X. The American public is in shock. A hospital, supposedly the safest place, suddenly appears to be the most dangerous for patients without family by their side.
When escaping through a ventilation duct is the only out, something is very, very wrong. Turns out he wasn't delirious. He was just early.
This right here is one of the creepiest things that you can experience, and thank God it was removed, cause what the hell. The thing you just saw was a video game called Sad Satan. The video game appeared around 2015 on the deep web, and from the place and the name of this game, you know that something is wrong, but you're not ready for what's next. It all started in 2015 when a YouTuber called Obscure Horror Corner found a link in a forum, and obviously the link was this game right here. Now, him not exactly knowing what is this, he probably thought it was just a horror game, so he clicked on the link and downloaded it. And when he launched the game, he pretty much got stuff like this, the title, and simple disturbing levels with black and white distorted images. But this is where the scary shit begins, because the more you advance in the game, the weirder and scarier stuff you will find. For example, you will find disturbing images like this, but let me tell you that this is only surface level, okay? And from now on, I'm not showing images, okay? First of all, because they're hard to find, and even if I found them, I am not showing them, I'm not displaying them. I told you, the more you advance in the game, the more this shit becomes messed up. If you're asking how, well, at some point, you will see videos of people getting... Yes, I'm dead ass, I'm not even joking.
Crazy.
At some point, the game will force you to watch videos of people getting violently unalived. You know, basically the word that you get when you remove the L from lore and replace it with a G. Now, some people might be like, okay bro, I mean, I've seen worse. I know somebody that watched this stuff every day. What's so different here? Well, let me tell you that we're not finished. Because if you keep going anyway, then you will start hearing whispers and screamings of children. And yes, they are real. Guy who made this game, I don't know where the fuck he found all the videos, all the recordings, but he did. And if you like the game, then you are forced to see them all. If you're still not convinced that this is the creepiest shit somehow, well, let me tell you that in this game, I mean, this is the last thing, and if you're not convinced, bro, I don't know what's wrong with you. In this game, there is CP. If you don't know what CP means, man, you're a good guy. Stay like this. I didn't know what CP stands for until I searched the game.
What?
Oh, also, did I mention the fact that the game is a virus? Well, not completely, kind of. Once you execute the game on your device, PC, whatever, then it completely starts acting by itself. If the game wants to freeze randomly, then it will freeze. If it wants you to see a message in your damn own PC, then make sure that you will see it. Whoever made this game is unknown, okay? Until this day, nobody found him. And don't worry, you cannot play this game. The game is entirely removed. It's damn near considered a lost media, meaning you cannot play it anymore. Even if you try to look it up, then you will only find the fake ones, okay? The real one was wiped off. I mean, thankfully, because what the hell is this?
Sad Satan? Like, are you fucking kidding me? Why can't anyone ever make a game like Happy Jesus? You know what I'm saying? And BTW, this game is on Roblox.
Okay, the real truth, the truth about the Devil's Cave is a natural cave.
What?
When they were doing this road, they used dynamite to blow up the hill. So it appears. It's a natural cave. It's less than 10 yards deep. Why the name of a devil? Because of the smell inside. It smells like a sulfur. So, see, that's why. So, now the Icebox Hill.
If you still don't think that what you watch on TV has any influence on you, this video is for you because I'm about to blow your mind. So the #1 streaming platform is Netflix, right? So the original CEO of Netflix is Mark Randolph. Mark Randolph's great uncle is Edward Bernays. And who is Edward Bernays? Oh, just the inventor of propaganda. He knew that he could manipulate the public to do what he wanted them to do by saying certain things. And he was also the chairman of what is now public relations. For example, he told women that smoking was a form of feminist liberation in order to get them to buy more cigarettes, which worked. And pause to read this paragraph from his book on propaganda. I would read it out loud, but I'm on thin ice with TikTok. Now, if you still think that is just some wild coincidence and Netflix is not trying to manipulate us in any way, get this. Edward Bernays, his uncle, is Sigmund Freud, the father of psychoanalysis. And you don't think they know what they're doing? His great-uncle is Edward Bernays, a nephew of Sigmund Freud and a man often called the father of public relations.
Oh, don't even get me started on Netflix, guys. We could be here for literally weeks. And P.S., it's called programming for a reason.
Okay, so Chris Bledsoe captured an image of an orb with a message inside. And the message is 0320, which is the equinox of 2026. So what is this? Is this a sign? What type of message is this? This is something pretty interesting if you think about it, right? Because there's many videos of orbs out there, and I've never seen a message or some type of numbers inside of an orb before. Now, I think that this is probably some type of message or coding message from another, entity, like a trans-dimensional entity or something like that. So, what are they trying to tell us? Like I said, if this is real, which there's a video out there, and apparently he took the video, and there's images too. This is pretty interesting.
Sure, because nothing says end of days prophecy quite like a 4-digit PIN. If this is an alien warning, it's got to be the most polite and confusing one yet.
ठीक है, पैर खोलिए, सांस लीजिए, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in करेंगे, breathe out.
Like, where was this guy on my career day? You know what I'm saying? I have a feeling that if he showed up at my high school, my life might have went down a completely different path. So that's all I got for this one, guys. Leave us a comment. Let us know your thoughts. Smash that like and subscribe button, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.